Leg raises, there's so many versions of this. If you are out traveling, you do not need the band. You can just do this. I'm gonna do a round, hold on to something. I don't care if it's even a wall. Just make sure you're neutral. Again, with the hips, you're not leaning over to your toe in the front. You're staying on your heel and you're grounded. It's just a slight out. These are your leg lifts. And then switch. We'll do your other side. Again, stay on the heel. 2, zip it up. Hold it out there. Don't just like throw it up and leave it. Hold it out there so you're using the glute on the side. 3, 2, and 1. Good, see? And then standing leg raises from the back, not bent over, it's just out. It doesn't have to be that big. My hip flexor won't let it be that big, but I'm not leaning. I'm just staying over the heel and I'm kicking it back, and that band is making it extra like challenging. But again, your leg weight could be challenging enough, but hold it out there and kick it. Abs are zipped. And then switch side 2. 4. So do a round of 15, do a round of 12, do a round of 10. We're just, as you're doing it in a circuit, or just pick this exercise and do 3 sets of 15 once a day, twice a week. It doesn't matter, just that you do it, and it counts. It builds your confidence because it counts as your points. You got to remember, like, looking at the chart, if you're not getting enough points, get more points. Like, get a point for sleeping, eating, prepping, breakfast, lunch, dinner. Like, you get a point for doing a HIIT workout. You get a point for fitness. You get a point for all these things. It's so beautiful, right? Do it. Okay. Now, that is with the band. When you are on the floor, you do not need the band. Because if you're doing these, your adductor might be so tight, you can't even get it up there. Notice when I did that wild card workout last month, that was challenging itself. Some people couldn't do that. So fire hydrants are bent. If you can't do the leg raises here, then you bend the knee and you go out. And notice it's not up in my armpit, it's kind of slightly back. So I'm hitting that glute. I'm gonna do 15 on these because these are so good. And I'm leveling out my hips, so I'm not using my back. See my hand on my belly. And I'm right over that knee. Again, not leaning on it, but just right over so I can use my core. Good, and then I'm gonna switch sides here, up. And then just do a little trial. Leg raises this way. Can I pick it up? 2, I could. So I'm gonna do the fire hydrants and then I'll do the leg raises again. So if you can't, it stays here. Right hip over the right knee, using your core so that you're not cranking down on the wrist or shrugging your shoulders. Nice and solid. And open up at the top as much as you can. It's like the knee kind of slightly goes back. Okay, and then I'm going to switch again and I'm going to straighten out that leg. You may just do another round of the fire hydrant. That's okay, but I'm lifting, leveling out the hips, not shrugging the shoulders. Ooh, the burn. Okay, and then I'm switching. Side 2, leg goes out, lifting up. This one I can get a little higher, but I don't want to use my back, so I want to do a check-in. I'm not going to lift up that high. because I can slightly feel it on my back. And I'm up on my knuckles now. So I need a little bit more height. This is hard. 9. So I'll hold it up there. And 15. Oh, so now I'm gonna do right leg back and up. And again, you can pick up the opposite hand and put it on your belly too, and just do the leg raises behind you. And then switch legs. Nice and neutral. Notice my hip doesn't go out. You're not seeing that. You're staying on the side profile view, because that's where I'm going to get into that spot. Booty, booty, booty. Growing the booty or taming the booty? I got to tame the booty. For me, I got a lot of it. Thanks to genetics, but also like good strength training. All right, these are more challenging. So you can do another set of the leg raises to the side or to the back, but these are the circles I've had you guys do. Extend the arms or extend the leg. It's going to be up, big circle. 1. See what I mean? 2, 3. Open up that hip. 1. Move that hand, feel the core. Bend the knee if you have to, shorten the lever so it's not as hard. 9 and 10. All right, I'm just gonna stay with 10 because it's hard. I want you to work on it and do 3 sets of 10. Just get in there, burn it out, then kind of rest for a second and hit it again. Fatigue, I would say fatigue +2. That's always like you're building that pathway a little bit further every time. Big circle. I'm going counterclockwise in this one and then clockwise in the other one, because it's the opposite of like my glute and hip. I want to strengthen that big part of that glute, right? As I come up, nice big circles. And that's 10. So if you shorten the lever, it's like this. It makes it easier, but it works, right? If your wrists are getting tired, you can bring that elbow down. All right, I always do this one. So shoulders are right underneath profile, right? I'm extending the leg, then I bring it up like a rainbow and bring it over to the other side and up and back. So it's just like a rainbow half circle glute extension. All right, and I'm not moving over to this side. You can see that I'm not sliding onto this hip. If I have to, I'll extend the arm to kind of counterbalance. 7. Here's 8, 9, and 10. Good, and then I'm gonna switch. Here we go, extend the other arm, right? Keep it tamed. Bring it up and over to the outside of that right leg and then back to the, as furthest forward or as furthest out to the left as you can. Make it a rainbow. Yes. Have fun with it. Jeez. I know they're challenging, but just imagine like that glute getting stronger, you know, for you. Imagine your knees. So I know that you're on your knees on these kneeling ones, cushion it. And again, you don't have to be on your knees. I'll do another version of these on your legs. It's all the concentration. The better you can connect to your glute, the easier it's going to be. So in this one, I'm going to bring it here and I'm just going to put my hands here. Same idea, up to the side and back. It is a little different though. You'll feel it. Keep your hips square. Don't let yourself move to the right or to the left in that torso. Keep it nice and stable. Up and over. 4. Here we go. 5, There's so many versions of these. Okay, and then switch. I'll bring it up and over. Side 2. I'm not letting my back arch or dip. Stabilizing that left hip. I'm only going to where my hip will let me go without moving, and it's just slightly behind my left heel. Kind of interesting, huh? There we go. There we go. And 10. The other one that I'm going to finish with is lying down on your side. So these are the side leg raises. You know, sometimes this is easier because you can rest that hip down on something. Find something soft for you, because if you have a bony hip like I do, it's a little bit rough. So if you have a carpet, it's even better. And I'm going to bring this down, extend those legs without arching my back. So from this view, you can see I'm just neutral. I'm not arching here. I'm tucking my glutes under, and then I'm lifting up. Then I'm doing 15. You could do this one on the band or with the band, because it is, or without. You could just stay with that version that I just did, with or without the band. I feel like I need a little bit more, so I'm going to put the band on, and you can totally feel this right in that top part of the glute. But remember, thrusting the hips under you, so you're using the core, fingertips on the floor. My hand is resting on my behind my ear. I can kind of put my head down. Whatever you need to do. I feel more comfortable this way, so I can isolate this a little bit better. And 10. And then this way. Nice and neutral. The sun is coming out. Nature shine upon us. Feels good. Lift that up. Put my hand there just so you know you're not arching your back. 9. Woo! 10. I'm going to bring it in the front, and I'm going to lift it up this way. Again, remember, shorten the lever if it's too much. That's the easier version of it, or lengthen it this way. Just keep the core engaged. Go through this whole exercise, this whole workout like once, and see which ones were more effective, and write them down. And then take 2 out of the whole bunch every day and just do it, or 1 every day. Just do a round. When you go to, before you go to bed, or when you wake up, after you worked out all the flexibility stuff, it helps you. Okay, and then switch, do the other one. That's a challenge. It's gonna lie, it's hard. And lift. So I'm nice and neutral. My leg is just what I can do it here. If I hadn't rolled my IT band, this would have been getting in the way right now. But see, it's not. This is a good exercise for it. And it helps me use my core, because my leg is heavy. That's why I'm not using the band on this one. You could do it if you did like clam shells. You know, don't forget about clam shells. Those are always good, with or without the band. I don't even need the band on this one. See? I'll switch sides on the other one, and then I'll do it with the band. You can feel the burn just a little bit lower, right? Oh, opening that up, and then I'll put the band on here. And I have one more exercise I actually want to go through with you. I'm gonna try to get Natasha to see if she can kind of separate these videos for you and then put them on YouTube. And you can just pick them. Here's the clamshell. Staying, my feet are staying, but I'm opening up my knees, engaging that core. So my hip isn't moving here, forward and back. It's staying anchored. The only thing that's moving is my thigh, my butt. And hold it out there. 5. You don't have to come all together. Oh, okay, here's the last one I want to do with you. It's so good. It reminds me of the adductor machine that you have at the gym. when we go to the gym, I'm trying to get something, even like our ottoman, to get a little lower, and I'm sticking the butt out. This is the area I'm trying to hit. And notice I am on the side edges of my feet. So here it is, pushing my chest forward, touching put my hands right there, my hip, and then the side of my feet. See how they open up? Hold it, feel it. Do 15 reps of these. And this is like the medium down. The heavier one is the gray one, you know, so you can use whatever intensity you want. Feels good. See? Hold it out there. Feel my glutes on the outside. There we go. And 15. And you're done.